My name's Makoto Naegi.
Saika Maizono.
Leon Kuwata.
Chihiro Fujizaki.
Kiyotaka Ishimaru.
Kyoko Kirigiri.
Celestia Ludenberg.
I am Monokuma!
Byakuya Togami.
Togo Fukawa.
Mondo Owada.
Hifumi Yamada.
Aoi Asahina.
Sakura Ogami.
Yasuhiro Hagakure.
Junko Enoshima.
Now then, let's get things rolling!
We shot out of the nurse's office and bolted up the stairs, heading back to the 3rd floor. We ran back to the equipment room at full speed. And when we got there... Toko! Thank God you're okay. But right away I noticed there was something very different here. It was gone. Taka's body, which should have been right there, had disappeared.
This can't be happening.
Are we hallucinating all this or something?
No, it's not a hallucination. I know I saw it before, and what I'm seeing now isn't what I saw before.
What? Are you saying Taka disappeared too?
Stop saying disappear. It didn't just vanish into thin air. Obviously, whoever did this has hidden the body.
But why would they do that?
I couldn't possibly begin to imagine.
Anyway, our costumed suspect is clearly continuing his crime spree.
We gotta hurry up and catch him before he kills all of us!
Oh, I don't think you have to worry about that.
Huh?
Think about it. Who could possibly be responsible for killing and hiding these dead bodies? When Hifumi's death cry went up, everyone here was together on the 3rd floor.
After that, we split up into 2 groups.
And now this time, you all came here as a group from the nurse's office. In other words, the only ones who could have done this are Hiro and Kyoko, who are still missing.
Hold on a second! Kyoko has an alibi for when Celestia and Hifumi were attacked! There's no question that she was in the dining hall with us.
You seem very adamant about defending her. Perhaps you are in love.
That's not it at all!
Well, anyway, yes, I do accept Kyoko's alibi.
Which means, the suspicious individual we're looking for can be none other than Hiro.
Which further means there will be no more murders. The regulations are very clear about that.
Oh, that's right! There's a rule that says you can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
As long as that rule is in place, there will not be a 3rd murder. If they were to break that rule...
I Mitsya! Mitsya without a second thought! Mitsya, ride ya, turn ya into paste! By the way, did you know that fish paste can also refer to shellfish? Like shrimp or crabs?
Indeed.
So, since 2 people have been killed, there is no possibility of any more.
You knew that from the beginning, didn't you, Byakuya? Which means you knew Toka was never in danger.
I still meant it when I said we'd be better off without her, though. Anyway, with that in mind, we can now relax and search for the 2 missing bodies.
The 2 missing bodies? 2 people have been killed, and their bodies have been hidden. The only one without an alibi, the only one who could have done it, is Hiro. But is he really the killer? And what about Kyoko? If she's not involved in this case, where did she go?
Hey Makoto, what's the matter?
Huh? Oh, no. It's nothing.
Whatever. We need to find those bodies or our little narrative here can't move forward.
Very well. Then let us split up and begin searching.
But
There is no need to be afraid. No more murders will take place during this case.
I know that. I mean, I think I do. But
If you're still nervous, I'll come with you.
okay. Thank you.
No need to thank me.
Then let's get moving. Yell out if you find anything.
Byakuya left the equipment room, followed by the others. I have to try and find the 2 missing bodies.
Makoto,
Why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository.
Huh? You mean...
I found them. Hifumi and Taka's bodies had both been hidden in the repository.
I've already told Hina and Sakura. We'll go on ahead.
their bodies were in the repository? Up ahead is... the repository. The doorknob turned! So I opened the door. And when I entered, I saw... the 2 bodies that had disappeared were right there. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time.
A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin! And so, here we are. Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monokuma file. I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen. It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right!
Just hand it over already.
Now, make sure to investigate with all of your mental might and prepare for the class trial. Okay, see you later.
Well then, now that we found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit.
Hold on! How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know? Dead! Gone forever! They're never coming back! Awful. This is all just too awful!
Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body.
Who would do this? Why? Why?
Large, wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. This wasn't... He's alive again?!
Where am I? Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
Hifumi! Wake up!
Huh? Oh, That's right. I remember now. Hope, speak.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything. Before I'd met you all. I'd met you all.
His memories are all blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us.
The light. It's reaching out to me. Like the tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasu. Hiro.
His eyes closed, and they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again.
This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins? No calcium in your bones? At least you have your meat.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return, just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring.
He said, Yasuhiro, right?
Yasuhiro Hagakure. That is the only person he could have been referring to.
And with that, the case is solved.
Assaulting people, and even killing Taka and Hifumi, and then going so far as to hide their bodies. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hiro is?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way can I ever forgive him. To kill two of our friends.
Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although, this time it's not all that life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble.
Yes, it does look that way.
It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this. To make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it! First, I'd better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it?
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before.
That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened in the Monokuma file could anyway.
Maybe.
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while.
Are you talking about Kyoko?
Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice?
An accomplice?
An accomplice?
What are you doing here?
Don't be rude. I'm here to answer your question.
What question?
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial. So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
So are you saying nobody worked together this time either?
Sorry, can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing!
Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal.
Okay. Let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is the one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action.
The true blackened? So just one person?
That's enough for explainifying. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants!
So there can only be one blackened. An accomplice wouldn't benefit. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all.
You may be right.
If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone a suspect, just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack!
I'm offended!
You? When did you...
I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. Anyway, you there, milksack swimmer girl!
Milk sack?
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer.
So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi, you know.
She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing!
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina?
Sure. I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway.
Then that's that. Let's begin.
This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's gonna be as straightforward as it seems. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets. Could the Justice Hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all. And it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Taka. He'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? and there's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Hifumi's big, cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good. I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh? Wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it! His glasses! When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But now, they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that? And why?